There was a version of me who wouldn't open her banking app for days. Not because I didn't care, but because I cared too much. Every time I looked at my money, it turned into a story. A story about how I was behind, how I should be doing better, how everyone else seemed to have it figured out. And honestly, the longer I avoided looking at it, the worse I felt. If you've ever opened up your bank account and immediately felt stressed or guilty or ashamed, this video is for you. Because after years of thinking I needed more money, I realized what I actually needed was a system. And once I built one, everything changed. Not overnight, not perfectly, but consistently. And that's what I want to show you today. For a long time, I was living in reaction mode. Bill comes in, I react. Unexpected expense, I react. Payday hits, I spent whatever felt urgent at the time. There wasn't really a plan, just a series of reactions. And honestly, that is exhausting because no matter how hard you're working, it always feels like you're playing catch up. The funny thing is, I thought the solution was making more money. And don't get me wrong, more income helps. But I learned pretty quickly that if I didn't have a plan for the money I already had, I wasn't magically gonna have a plan for more of it. The real shift happened when I stopped treating my finances like an emergency and started treating them like training. The same way I approach running, the same way I approach building discipline, the same way I approach every other goal in my life. Not intensity, not perfection, just a system I could actually repeat. And I built that while working 10 to 12-hour shifts. So if you're telling yourself you're too busy, I get it. But I also know it's possible. Before I show you what worked, I wanna tell you why every budget I made before this failed. Because I don't think I was lazy. I don't think I lacked discipline. I think I was making 3 mistakes. Mistake 1, I was budgeting for my best week, not my real life. I would sit down on a Sunday and create this perfect plan, and then life would happen. I grabbed takeout, forget something, overspend somewhere, and suddenly I acted like the whole budget was ruined. So I quit and I'd promise myself I'd start over next month. Sound familiar? Mistake 2, I treated budgeting like a punishment. Every time I checked my numbers, I felt guilty. And people avoid things that make them feel bad, including money. So if I missed a savings goal or spent more than I planned, I wouldn't check my budget. Then a few days would pass, then a week, then 3 weeks, and now I wasn't budgeting at all. Mistake number 3, I thought more income would fix everything. But here's the thing, you don't wait until you're fit to start training. You build the muscle first, then you add weight. Money works the same way. If you don't have a system for the money you have now, more money won't automatically create one. Income isn't the problem, your systems are. Now, let's talk about what finally worked. Not a perfect system, not a fancy system, just a realistic one. Step 1, stop guessing. Seriously, this was my first step. I thought I knew where my money was going. Turns out I knew where some of my money was going. The rest was just vibes. So before you build a budget, look at your actual numbers. Pull up the last few months of statements. Look at what you really spent, not what you think you spent, not what you wish you spent, what actually happened. And don't judge yourself. This is data, not a character assessment. You're gathering information. That's it. Step 2, give your money a job before it arrives. Because if my paycheck showed up without a plan, it was already gone. Not because I was irresponsible, but because money will always find somewhere to go. So before payday hits, decide where it's going. Rent, savings, debt, groceries, fun money, whatever categories work for your life. The point is intention, not perfection. Step 3, pay yourself first. Not as a reward, but as a bill. This mindset changed everything for me. Savings isn't what happens if there's money left over. Savings is one of the first things that happen, even if it's only $25. The amount matters less than the habit, because every time you do it, you're reinforcing the identity of someone who saves. And identities are powerful. Quick pause. If this video has been helpful so far, I'd love for you to hit subscribe. Financial fitness changed my life, and this channel is really about documenting what it looks like to build a stronger life financially, physically, and mentally. And if you're looking for a place to start, I put together a free financially fit starter kit. It's linked below. I walk through the framework in more detail and give you something practical you can use right away. Now let's keep going. Step 4, build in wiggle room on purpose. This one is huge because a budget with no room for real life isn't a budget. It's a trap. Something is gonna come up. You're gonna have a week where you're tired or stressed or life gets expensive. That doesn't mean you failed. It means you're a person. So build flexibility into the plan. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is sustainability. Step 5, do a 15-minute check-in every week. Mine happens to be on Sunday. And honestly, this might be the most important part because a budget you never look at is just a wish list. Every Sunday, I ask myself 3 questions. What came in? What came out? Am I still moving towards my goal? That's it. 15 minutes. No guilt, no shame, just awareness. And over time, something interesting happened. Money stopped feeling scary because I wasn't avoiding it anymore. And honestly, this is where money and fitness became the same thing for me. When I first started running, I thought consistency meant never missing a workout. Now I know consistency means coming back. That's it. Missed a workout? Come back. Overspent this week? Come back. Skipped your budget check-in? Come back. One bad week doesn't mean you're bad with money. The same way one missed run doesn't mean you're not a runner. The people who succeed are not the people who never mess up. They're the people who return again and again and again. That's what builds trust, self-trust. The kind where you say you're gonna do something and you actually believe yourself because you've proven it. At the end of the day, financially fit isn't about being rich. It's about knowing how you're running your race. It's about having a system you can trust, even when life gets messy, especially when life gets messy. If you want the full framework I use, grab the free Financially Fit Starter Kit below. And if there are other money topics you want me to cover, let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll see you in the next one.